512 Fisherman.
Oh, that was sick.
Holy crap. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the 512 Fisherman. If you're new here, hi, my name's Grayson Doyle. I'm a big bass fisherman and I love to go hunting. I shot a couple really nice deer this year, and I have the opportunity to shoot quite a lot of pigs. So if you're into that kind of stuff, maybe subscribe, join along, keep up with the videos. I'm about to start posting a whole lot on here, especially with the new toy I just purchased. I'm sure from the picture and the title of the video, you know what this one's going to be about. I've been in the market for about 9 months looking for a new bass boat. Boat prices right now are through the roof, but fortunately I found a pretty good deal on a really great conditioned boat. I personally, after a lot of searching and doing research on boats, I rode in quite a few boats. I just fell in love with the Phoenix, and specifically the 721 Pro. I had to ride in one about 2 years ago on Lake Sam Rayburn. If you know anything about Sam Rayburn, and when you get a good south wind and you're up there on the north end of the lake, it gets really rough. And we were on a Phoenix boat, a 721, a 2016 actually, and I never felt more comfortable in a bass boat in rough water. So I found a 2013 721. This boat is badass. There's no other words to it. It's fast. It handles rough water better than any other boat I've ever personally ridden in. And I've talked to a lot of people who've ridden in all kinds of boats, and everybody loves the ride of the Phoenix. I'm really satisfied with the way the Phoenix boats ride. That's personally for me one of the biggest things. I do get in quite a bit of rough water here in Central Texas. We have some wide lakes and they're deep lakes. Went out and bought myself a Phoenix. So on the morning of Sunday, April 2nd, up at about 6:30, left the hotel, and we headed 8 hours north towards Oklahoma. We met this guy at Lake Eufaula in Oklahoma. I wanted to do a test drive on the boat, get a look at the boat. In the truck, headed south towards Texas. About 4 hours later, we stopped in Fort Worth and had a bite to eat with my grandparents, and then hit the road back to Georgetown. Made it here, and I actually slept about 6 hours, and then got up and started loading the boat with all of my gear and went straight out to fishing. And I actually ended up catching a couple of fish, so here was that. Hey buddy, you want bread or something or what? I got it. Look at this bitch. But yeah, we finally caught ourselves a fish in the new boat. Hell yeah. Nicholas, what do you think of the new boat?
I love it. It's sick.
Vegan.
Hey Dad, look what I did.
Shinga. Nice little smallie action. Love that. Got the male. Male spawning with smallmouth, or a largemouth spawning with a smallmouth. Interesting. Golly, he's dogging. That's how you don't boat flip. Tighten the drag at least. Nice one. Not too much. The following day I went back out on the boat by myself, and I ended up getting on some bedfish, and I ended up hooking the biggest freshwater fish I've ever caught and landed in my life. It's probably one of the harder fights I've ever had in my life. I'll throw that clip in here. I have a couple really big fish on the back here, and I've caught 2 fish so far. One on a jerkbait in like 20 foot of water on the live scope. I watched him come up and eat it. It was pretty cool. And then I caught another one just a second ago in here, just throwing a fluke around on a swim bait head. So I'm up here in some really shallow water, and about 40 or 50 yards, there's 2 big fish on the bed.
She's so precious with the peer pressure. Couldn't afford a car, so she named her daughter Alexis. Yeah, been so long that it looked like.
So I caught my fish. I turned the camera off for a second. I threw a drop shot at it. Freaking hammer. It's a stud. Freaking hammer. This just happened. Wow. I'm getting spooled. I just hooked a giant buffalo carp. Oh my gosh. This is insane. No way, this you still have it in you. I don't know what to do. Dude, you're too big for the net. Oh my gosh, no way. I just landed him. Oh my god. This thing is 70 pounds. Holy crap. Oh. No way, I just caught him. I landed the thing. No way. On 8-pound test. I just caught this fucking fish on 8-pound test. Oh my god. Freaking giant. What the frick? Here's our giant freaking carp. Yeah, it's disgusting. Oh my gosh. That's disgusting. Look at that. That's insane. And it swam off like it was no problem. I really do enjoy this boat. I know I played a little bit of footage, you know, while I was talking of the boat and us driving to get the boat and whatnot. But I do want to, you know, give a little bit closer look of the inside of the boat. I'm going to go try to give y'all a little bit closer look of the boat, just some of the compartments and whatnot, and what I've put in the boat so far. So starting from the back of the boat, we have 2 10-foot power poles, Mercury 250 Pro XS. We have a battery compartment here with some storage trays. I've already got some duct tape in there. Got all interstate batteries in here. You have a storage compartment here, and right now I have a culling system and my scale attached to this. Have a couple of, you know, things that you need: fire extinguishers, throw cushion, ropes, goggles if it's raining. Got your first aid kit and a dry box. Have your live wells, which, oh, we have a little bit of water in there we need to drain. Put a 5-pounder into that one, so I know it can fit some good fish in there. This side I actually have some extra plastics back here, rain gear, and weigh-in bag. If you want to put another clip thing up here, you can. This is really easy. You can mount stuff to it. It's got a little metal piece in here. You have your center console here. I so far just have a flashlight, some needs. This is kind of your dry box if you want it. Put the keys in there so you don't lose them in there. Cup holder. Here's your switches for everything. Hot foot on the bottom with some speakers rigged up all the way through the boat. You have a day box, which I have some crap thrown in there. That's kind of like, just throw my quick stuff in there and I'm done with it. This is another quick box. I throw all my plastics, cooler plug in there. Here's your cooler right now. This is one thing I feel like people don't talk about with these Phoenix boats. This thing is extremely deep. I mean, I have a very long arm and it's almost up to my shoulder. You could probably fit, I don't know, 60 beers in there if you wanted. One of the coolest features about Phoenix and why I think it is probably one of the more tournament ready boats out there is this really cool net feature. It's actually built into the bottom. It's a really large net. It extends out. Love that little feature. I have a rod storage. So right now I think I have 2 rods in here. It's a that bottom rod there is a 711 G Loomis IMX Pro, and it fits in here with, I mean, you could probably still fit a whole nother rod right there if you wanted. So this is really awesome. I love this for, you know, whenever I bring other people on the boat or I have extra rods that I'm not going to use on the day that I know of, I can put in there. Another really cool feature about these Phoenix boats, most of them have a built-in ruler that you can't, I mean, one thing I did a lot is we lost our old ruler probably 7 or 8 different times, and we can't lose that one if it goes back there every single time. We have a little feature where you can put in some pliers. I haven't quite put anything in here yet except for a pair of pliers. Of course, I'll get some scissors and more pliers and whatnot. Only complaint on this Phoenix boat so far is that they built this kind of underneath this console. It's where you have to have short-handled stuff, except for on these outside ones. You know, you can fit some longer stuff on these outside ones, but other than that, you're gonna have to find some short-handled pliers and scissors and whatnot for those tool spaces. Coming up to the front deck here, you have 2 storages. So here I have most of my tackle put in here right now. Just all my terminal stuff, square bills, jigs, rattle traps, deep cranks, buzz baits, spinner baits, all the fun stuff, jerk baits. I have mostly the 2 main things I use for soft plastics I keep up here, just because I want to get to them faster. I have a couple of my favorite baits already pinned up here. These 2 are my dad's 2 favorites, so can't let those go. I use that bait a lot. Here is a storage or rod locker, whichever you please. I personally don't have 87 rods to need to be on the boat for me, so I use it as a storage compartment. All life jackets. I think I got some sweatpants. This is from the last trip I was out there. Some extra rope and some buoys for when you tie onto a dock or whatnot. You have another storage compartment on the front here. I actually use this as my trash can for now. And I have a step ladder in here because I've been catching some bedded bass, as you saw. Here is your rod locker. As you can see, I have about 15 or so rods in there. I probably could fit another 15 to 20 if I wanted to. It is crazy storage. Here you have your Garmin foot pedal and your Garmin trolling motor with the Garmin with live scope already mounted on here. I've already had way too much fun with this live scope. I've caught a couple fish off of it. And this is the inside of the boat, and I love it. Awesome, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I love this boat. I've gotten in some rough water in it. I've gotten to get it up, you know, up there in the mid-70s. Pretty much a dream boat of mine. It runs, it's in great condition. I love this Phoenix. I've already had a couple of people come up to me and talk to me about the boat and ask me about the boat. You know, I do enjoy it. As for the wrap on the boat, I know some of you might have questions. I did buy the boat with the wrap on it. I've reached out to Salt Armor and they haven't gotten back to me yet. If Salt Armor, if you're somehow seeing this, please reach out to me. I'd love to, do some work with you guys. I use y'all's stuff all the time. I love the apparel. If you guys want, a little bit more thorough walkthrough on what I've put into the boat, or if y'all want to come do a challenge with me or have any ideas of what videos y'all want me to put out next, feel free to leave a comment below. And other than that, thank you guys for watching. Peace.